Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about a string palindrome program. That question has been taken from the 10 years ICSE question paper. The question states that to input a word from the console and we have to find whether it's a palindrome or not. Now, before proceeding, we have to first understand what is a palindrome. If you have not watched the previous video where I have detailedly explained the code and the approach, please watch the part 1 of the tutorial and then proceed to this part 2. In the part 2, we are basically running the code in the BlueJ environment. So, what is a palindrome? A palindrome is a word that reads same as we read it from the end or we read it from the beginning. So, they are basically same from both the sides. For example, लीजिए अब मैडम. ये मैडम वर्ड जो है MADAM, if we read it from the beginning it's madam, and if we read it from the end it is also madam, right? So reverse of the string is equal to the original string, right? So this is the basic mantra or basic formula for the palindrome. So please note that this is a string palindrome. Many students make a mistake that they write the code for the number palindrome, but this is a very silly mistake. Please don't do that. The boards are coming and knocking at the door, so you have to be very cautiously read the question and then you have to write the code. Okay, so here we have to find string palindrome or not. So for that, first we have taken the scanner class that is present in the util package. A package is a collection of classes, right? So scanner is located in this util package, so we are currently importing that because we are going to use the scanner object in our code, because scanner class is helping us to take console input, right? So that's why you have to import the class first from the util package. Now inside the method, what I have done, I have first and foremost task was to create the object of the scanner class. So for that I have written scanner sc is the object reference name, the identifier of the object of the type scanner. So type of this object is scanner. Now new keyword is used to create an object of a particular data type or a composite data type, right? So scanner is an object type or is a class, so it's called a composite data type. So while exploring the code, I am also going through the parallel theories that you might come across in the Java, because theory questions are also very much important because they also come in the board paper, right? So this is a composite data type, and to create composite data type object we have to use this new keyword. This new keyword is also used to create array objects, right? Arrays are also created with the help of new. So this is a very important keyword, and question come that what is the purpose of new keyword. So new keyword helps us to create an object of a composite data type or an array type object. And this is the syntax for creating the scanner class object. So basically the scanner class constructor takes a in system.in. This object is taken as an input to the constructor of the scanner class. So we have to write this code. Once we have done and we are prepared with the scanner class object, now we have to give a prompt to the user to enter a word, right? The user will see a message on the terminal window that enter a word. After that, the user would enter a string, right? That string, whatever the user would enter, we would read that with the help of the code next line. This is a method that is located in which class? It is located in scanner class. So in the scanner object, in the scanner class, we have this predefined method that is the next line, whose purpose is to read an entire line on the terminal window and return as a string. Okay, I repeat. Next line is a method located in the scanner class that helps us to read the entire line from the terminal window and returns as a string. Now since this method is located in SC, means the scanner class, so we have to reference with the help of dot operator. So dot operator is basically helping us to reference a particular data member or a data or a method, data member or member methods of a particular object are accessed with the help of this dot operator. Okay, so SC is that object reference, dot the method of that object, next line is invoked, and on executing this code the compiler would read a line from the terminal window and it would return as a string. That string we are storing inside this str variable, so that is of a type string. So string data type variable str now helps us to take input from the console window. So up to this we are done with the console input. Now next task is to find the reverse of that input string. In order to find the reverse, we would find the reverse with the help of a loop, a for loop. Now before proceeding to the for loop, now whatever reverse we are going to find out, that we have to store in a string variable, right? So for that we have taken a variable rev equals to empty. So rev would be used to store the reverse characters. So to generate the characters of the string, what we have to do, we have to generate a index loop. Please note that a string is stored in the memory with the help of continuous cells with having a particular value. Those values of that cells are called indexes, right? Array and string both have this index structure. So the first cell has 0 index, the second cell has 1th index, and so on. Suppose the length of the string is 5, so the last index would be 4, because the index value is starting from 0, right? So 0 to length minus 1 is the index. Now in order to access the characters of the string, we have to use a library method called the char at. The char at method is located in which class? It is located in the string class, and this string class is located in which package? The string class is located in the lang package, lang. It is the default package in Java. All the programs whatever you write already implements or invokes, imports all the methods, all the classes from the lang package. So one of that class from the lang package is a string, and in that string we have a set of methods. Those methods are used for manipulating and using the strings. These methods are known as library methods. So one of the library method is dot length function, and another method is caret. Now this caret function, length function, what it does, it returns us the length of the string straight and forward. But caret function, if we mention the integer parameter inside the parenthesis, suppose I is the index, it returns us the character at ith index, right? So caret method is basically extracts a character at ith index from the string. So basically to extract characters from a string, we use this method. Now in order to make reverse, we have to read the characters from the end, right? Now the last index is str.length minus 1, right? So that is why the for loop is initialized, the loop variable I is initialized with str.length minus 1. Now after initialization we have to mention the condition, right? How this index value would gradually decrease, it would decrease, right? So we have to write I minus minus. Now up to which the loop variable or the loop will proceed, so that we have to mention in the condition. So first part is initialization, then we have to place the condition, and after that how the variable is being updated, that we have to place. So the condition is I greater than equals to 0, means up to 0th index the loop will run. So starting from the length minus 1, then length minus 2, then length minus 3, then length minus 4, dot 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 up to 0, the loop will execute. Till i's value is 0, the loop will execute. Now for each of the i's value, the body of the loop is getting executed, right? Because we have embraced the body with the help of a curly braces. Whatever we write inside the curly braces would be repeated length minus 1 number of times, right? Length number of times, not length minus 1, length number of times, because we have run up to 0. So for each ith value, we are extracting the character and we are placing that inside rev variable. Now please note that this plus is a concatenation operator. This plus is concatenating each of the characters, and then they are extracting. So this str.character is extracting the characters at ith index, and it is concatenating in the rev variable. So this rev variable is used to calculate the reverse of the string. So we are reading the character or extracting the character from the length minus 1th. First we are extracting the length minus 1th index character, then we are concatenating that with rev. Then i's value is further decreased, then we are extracting the length minus 2th character, and then we are concatenating. So this plus symbol is a concatenation operator. It concatenates two operands. So one operand is the rev, the string variable, and this is the character. So we are gradually placing the characters side by side. First the length minus 1th character getting appended and stored in rev. Then this length minus 2th character is coming. It is appended beside the length minus 1th character and stored inside rev. So basically it is concatenating and overriding inside the rev variable. So after all the iterations, starting from length minus 1 to 0. When the for loop executes completely after all the iterations, what we will get in ref? We are getting the reverse of the string in ref. Now, after finding the reverse, what we have to check? We have to check whether the original string that the user has given as input is equal to the reverse what we have found. For that, for the equality checking, we have to use equals ignore case. Please note that equals ignore case is another library method provided in this string class. What is the task of equals ignore case? So there are basically two methods for equality checking. One is equals, another is equals ignore case. Equals ignore case checks the equality between two strings irrespective of the case. Okay, so if the reverse string is equal and opposite equal to the, sorry, not opposite, equal to the original string irrespective of the case, uppercase or lowercase, irrespective of that, means capital letters madam will be equal to small letters madam. Okay, so if it is equal, then what we are printing? We are printing that it's a palindrome, else we are printing not palindrome. So basically here is the logic, that whether the reverse of the string is equal to the original string or not. If it is equal, then we are printing palindrome, otherwise we are printing not palindrome. Okay, so that was the program. Now we would compile and run that. Okay, let's run the code. If you face any difficulty, please put a comment in the comment section and I would be happy to answer that. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe the channel, because you would get the latest videos on the programming questions and it would be very helpful for you to score 100 out of 100. So see, madam is palindrome. We have entered the word. Now console input part. This is the console input part. After the console input has been taken, so it's printing as madam, as palindrome. Now check. Let's check with another that another word that is not palindrome. Suppose I gave it as Kolkata. Okay, so it's a not palindrome. Okay, so now let's check with another word that is dad. See, I have used a mixture of uppercase and lowercase. Now the reverse would be small d, right? The reverse would be small d, then a, then capital D. Now both would be equal because we have used equals ignore case. See, we are getting palindrome. If we haven't, if you don't use the ignore case, same code will give you different output. Let me show you. I have used only equals. Okay, now see, if I compile that and create the object and run it with the same dad, now it would give us not palindrome. Okay, now I think you got the essence of the equals ignore case method, right? Equals ignore case, it checks equality without considering the cases, right? But equals takes into consideration of the cases, right? That's why it is giving not palindrome, because small dad is not equal to capital dad. Okay, right? So that's why it's giving us not palindrome. So it's very crucial that you use ignore case. Okay, that was all about the program for string palindrome. Hope you have liked it, and please subscribe the channel if you haven't, and check out all the videos in the playlist that you come up with. If you haven't seen the videos, they are very much helpful. I have almost covered all the programs that come in the question for the ICSE board paper, computer paper, right? So all the different types you have, you would get that, and you would be very much happy to see that those playlist is so much arranged that it is helping you to get a good score in ICSE paper. And also I would be attaching the links for my website where we get some materials to study, and hopefully I would be keeping on updating the description link for that materials for the theory questions also. Please stay tuned, subscribe the channel, and hope I meet you in the next video.